If you're in crypto, which you likely are watching this video, you will understand that Dubai is really far ahead when it comes to crypto. Well, it just got even better. And especially as XRP holders, even if you hold Bitcoin, Ethereum, or Litecoin, holding those tokens just got a whole load better. Let's get into it. The Dubai Financial Services Authority, DFSA, just granted approval for the use of XRP. And this is massive news, not just for Ripple, but also digital assets in general, because now we're operating in this space, especially in Dubai now, where we can actually use the XRP. XRP is now finally starting to be used for its utility. This is what we've been hoping for the entire time, like we've been in XRP. We've been waiting for this utility moment. I believe this virtual asset approval in Dubai is that first domino. I know it feels like dominoes have been falling, but I really feel like when we're talking about the use of XRP at an institutional level, this is actual approved use of the asset that we hold. And it's not just about XRP. Obviously, XRP is highlighted here, and we're going to talk about how it's highlighted and how it's different from Bitcoin and Ethereum. But there's a whole suite of other crypto assets that now have this virtual asset approval in Dubai. The reason I think XRP is being highlighted here is because it wasn't Bitcoin, and it wasn't Ethereum, and it wasn't Litecoin that got approved first. There had to be a token that was first. It was XRP. So this is really positioning Dubai really as a hub for crypto, which it already was, but it's now establishing itself. And especially when you tie that into the UK regulations, which I am not a fan of, by the way. You can see my video about that I posted recently. But when you're looking for that balance between regulation and use case and utility and application and real world use of digital assets, there's nowhere like Dubai. And this puts them up another level. Just say, not only are we creating this crypto friendly space, not crypto regulated friendly like the UK is doing, crypto friendly place, we're also highlighting some of these key assets as being ones that we see a trajectory for in the future. We actually have a use case for them, and therefore they're now in our rule set for those use cases. So now in Dubai, if you are a licensed virtual asset firm, meaning you're a company that needs virtual assets to function, you are now at liberty to incorporate XRP into your system. So if you want your company to use XLS 30D, for example, the AMMs, if you want them to use on-demand liquidity, if you want them to use XRP in smart contract functions, escrow smart contract functions, anything that you want to do for your virtual asset firm, you are now allowed to do using XRP. This is utility actually happening, guys. This is so exciting. And I just really hope that we see more of this rollout in kind of an opposition to the UK and the stance that the UK has taken. I really hope we start seeing this copying of Dubai. We're going to see Dubai take things to the next level now with their adoption and approval of cryptocurrency. I'm going to make a little prediction here. I think we're going to see Dubai take off. I think we're going to see Singapore take off, Hong Kong. And I was going to list some more, but those are the only ones I can think of right now, of being super crypto friendly. And they're going to weave cryptocurrency easily, not into just businesses and the firms within their country, but they're going to incorporate it within the way the country operates economically, right? We talked about this a while ago with different banks having the upper hand, the competitive edge over other banks if they're using XRP. Let's think bigger. What about if it's not just banks? What if it is countries and the way their economies work? You've got Dubai operating at a higher level using better assets that are more efficient, cheaper, faster. On a global scale, that brings them up. And it just brings countries like the UK, even though they're saying they're crypto friendly, it brings countries like the UK down, USA down, because they're so delayed or they're lacking clarity or their rules are too firm in cryptocurrency. I really think we're going to see Hong Kong take over Singapore and Dubai because they're already approving these assets to be used in reality, therefore gaining the competitive edge over the rest of the countries. Now, Brett Garlinghouse has even commented on this whole topic. I'm going to read out what he's just said in his statement as well. He said, Dubai continues to demonstrate global leadership when it comes to the regulation of virtual assets and nurturing innovation. It's refreshing to see the DFSA encourage the adoption and use of digital assets such as XRP to position Dubai as a leading financial services hub intent on attracting foreign investment and accelerating economic growth. Ripple will continue to double down on its presence in Dubai, and we look forward to continuing to work closely with regulators to realize crypto's full potential. That is incredible, right? He's obviously seen this. We know XRP is going to be used in Dubai. I mean, that is very evident. He's clued up on it. He understands what this means for the rest of the cryptocurrency market. But I found it interesting, and it could be telling, might not. We'll see how the future plays out. But we're doubling down in Dubai. You know, a company can go public in Dubai. I'm just saying. I know that might not even be the case. That might be completely left field and not accurate. But all I'm saying is Dubai is the most friendly place for companies like Ripple, who are going to be the next Apples and Facebooks. Dubai is the place to be. They're using XRP. Not only that, I really want to talk about this doubling down by Ripple in Dubai. And Dubai falls within the region of, it's called the MENA region. That's the Middle East and Northern Africa region. Now, Ripple actually planted their MENA region headquarters in Dubai. And that was back in 2020, but it's still very important because we have to look at how Ripple has been positioning themselves globally even since 2020. And quite interestingly, 20% of Ripple's entire clientele is within that MENA region, meaning they've got lots of clients in that MENA region and they're doubling down. Now tomorrow, or depending on when this video goes out, it's either tomorrow or today, the Swell event, Ripple Swell in Dubai, the big event that Ripple put on every single year, has just started. And listen to this, the DIFC, which is the Dubai International Financial Center, well, none other than their COO, the Chief Operating Officer, Alia Al-Zaruni. And I butchered that name, I absolutely know. But you should understand how important it is that she is talking at Ripple Swell. It's in Dubai, of course. Why they're hosting it in Dubai? Well, they probably knew this approval was coming and it would be big news. And now the DIFC is coming to talk at Ripple Swell. And so this is really exciting about Dubai, but it doesn't just stop at Dubai either. Ripple actually just partnered with the National Bank of Georgia, not like Atlanta, Georgia. We're not talking about Atlanta here. We're talking about Georgia, the country. And they're basically going to be using Ripple's CBDC platform for their new CBDC. And it's going to be from start to finish. It's going to be from retail all the way through to the way businesses operate. And they're all going to be using XRP's CBDC platform to pilot this CBDC. This is the same type of thing that we saw in Palau on the lead up, and the same thing we're seeing increasingly over time, headed up by James Wallace at Ripple, who's kind of like just the head of CBDCs. If you're going to take anything from this video, it is that Ripple is expanding regardless of what the USA thinks or does. 20% of the customer base of Ripple is in the MENA region alone, and 80% of their business in general is outside of the US. Dubai and Singapore now have basically approved XRP in their countries. Singapore, slightly different in Singapore because they've given them a license to operate financially rather than talking about XRP specifically. But Dubai, the first to move about XRP specifically, therefore giving Dubai and countries like it that are free to cryptocurrency and digital asset innovation are now taking center stage and taking over countries every single day, just from competitive edge alone now. So this is all very exciting, but I would love to hear what you think about this news. Do you think this is going to be nothing when it comes to price appreciation for XRP? Could the price appreciation for XRP that we've seen be related to this? It could be, you know, now I'm thinking about it. XRP's kind of just gone up like 40% the last few days. Maybe this is why. Who knows? I heard news that there were multi-billions of XRP bought in the last couple of days, and that's why the price has gone up. But who's buying those billions, right? Is it Dubai? Is it companies in Dubai buying up XRP because they can now use it? This is the type of adoption that we need for true utility to come into play and for the full value of our XRP to be shown. Now, what you do with that XRP when it has gone all the way up and you don't really know what to do with it, this is actually called sudden wealth syndrome. And it's a fascinating syndrome to have, right? And it's one that we all kind of desire to have. But I want to mitigate the effect of that syndrome when that time comes. Because if you do fall prey to sudden wealth syndrome, you'll actually make all the wrong decisions. And even decisions that you think might be good ideas might not necessarily be good ideas. Let me talk about one, for example. If you say you want to buy a house for every single family member so that they're all sorted, houses are not cheap, right? You buy all of your houses. How much money have you got left? Yes, you've bought everyone houses and that's great. You've helped your family. But buying houses in that way is kind of the same as just buying Lamborghinis. Kind of like not the best way to do it. So if you want to talk to professionals who understand how to navigate tax and how to navigate law and how to do accounting for this newfound wealth, you might want to consider joining the 1% Mastermind. It's something I've created that has just taken over. It's been amazing. Everyone in there is really enjoying the continuous updates and the linking in with professionals. We've even got 2 live Q&As with professionals around the world just in November alone, where you can ask any of your questions about estate structure and how to navigate law and tax with a large amount of assets. And they're just going to be answering all of those questions for you on this live Q&A. All of that within the Mastermind. I'm going to talk about it at the end of this video just now. So if you're interested in hearing more, you can either click the link in the description or watch all the video right to the end and then click the link in the description. We also have the newsletter for everyone. It's a weekly newsletter for everyone who doesn't want to pay attention to the news constantly 24/7. You can just get one email every Thursday highlighting all of the main stories from that week. It's not too wordy. It's just enough for you to check in and check out. If you're interested in that, you can also register in the description. Stay emotionless. I'll see you on the next one.
Over the last 6 months, things have started to shift. And by a shift, I mean, over the last 6 months, more people who meet that high net worth individual status have been contacting, asking me if I can facilitate large crypto purchases, connect them with people in private equity. And I've found, quite frankly, that I've been quite good at that. And as time has gone on, I've really realized that I can connect people with some fantastic deals, great investment opportunities, and provide solutions for people at that level that you've probably never thought of. I acknowledge that not everyone is a high net worth individual, at least yet. And so that's exactly why I've created the 1% Mastermind. Over the last 2 years of making content, I've seen one of the biggest demands and needs of the audience is to have a list of professionals that you can contact when this whole thing takes off. When all the money comes in, our portfolios are of high value, what now? What do we do? Who do we contact? There's also a group of individuals that want to improve and do business and network among other millionaires to be. Nobody in the digital asset space has ever seen anything like this. Wherever you are in the world, the plan of the Mastermind is to be able to connect you with professionals, not only in accounting and tax and law and estate planning, but to connect you with individuals who actually understand the assets you hold. We know about this all too well. We call an accountant and you know more about Bitcoin and XRP than they do. And it's not just a directory of professionals that we're offering here. We also have unique investment opportunities for individuals, even if you don't meet the accredited investor requirements. When you think about diversifying your assets in the long term, you might be considering real estate, venture capital, private equity. You won't need to go over here to find a deal. You won't need to go over here to find a deal. It will all be housed in that one central location, and you'll be surrounded by individuals that are on the same page as you and want the same thing, not just for themselves, but they want the same thing for you. In addition to all of that, we'll also have a library of content answering your specific questions, not made for views, not made for engagement, but made specifically to add value to the library of content that there will be. As time goes on, the price of the membership will actually go up, and likely will go up every single week from here on out. So join the 1% Mastermind today, and I'll see you in there.